Hey designers, happy Thursday. My name is Adam Ruff. I'm a product designer at AngelList by day, and once a week I'm joining you to do things like design office hours. Oh, I see there's a little thing going on here. Hang on. Okay, I think I got it. Totally distracted. Where was I? I'm talking about what I'm doing. So yeah, typically this week is design office hours. I'm taking questions. I'm sharing stuff that I've discovered since the previous week, and I'm just helping out. Tonight is a little bit of a special focus because we have a design contest going on. Design contest number 12. Entries are due in just a few days. So tonight I'm going to be supporting folks who are participating in the contest by demonstrating writing a case study, a structured case study to be specific. And I have created an outline that's available, so it should be super easy for anyone to hop in and make their own case study. Whew. Man, it's super hot in here. I gotta make sure I have the heat off. Dying. Alright. Got the heat turned off. Fantastic. Alright, let's do this. So, if you have questions about the contest, you want to share what you've got going on with your entry, you're more than welcome to. For the most part, I'm just going to be recapping and working on the case study. That's going to be tonight in a nutshell. So, I think a good place to start is, well, what is this contest number 12? Or what is UX design contest? Maybe go way back. So, UX design contest is something that I started because I was reviewing a lot of portfolios and I saw a lot of the same kind of issues and opportunities with designers' portfolios and their case studies. So I wanted to create a fun way to exercise new skills and to work on things that you could put in your portfolio and could speak to highlight specific skills or impacts that you had. I'm gonna keep in my habit of popping links in chat, so it's super convenient. You can go check out the contest there. Plenty of time. This contest is super easy. I'm surprised there haven't been more entries yet, but maybe people are waiting for this case study thing. Fingers crossed, we'll see. I'm hoping to see some pretty awesome entries. And let's go ahead and take a look at contest number 12. So this is the contest, first one of 2020, February, Valentine's Day, right? So Lisa, my first volunteer, she was really helpful at thinking about the scope of this contest and what we could focus on. And so this contest is about improving the user experience of a website or app you love. What can be more fun than that, right? It's something you already enjoy using or visiting or helps you in some way, and you have the opportunity to make it even better. So let me plug that link. There we go. And for me, I mean, there's plenty of websites and apps that I could choose. I decided to pick Strange Cat Toys, which is one of several websites that I use to find cool little art toys or designer toys that I like to collect. And specifically, what I looked at was this kind of product page. So for me, one of the things I do fairly regularly is I come in here and I try to see what's new. So this is kind of current experience, very large images, kind of all over the place. Maybe that lends its name to like the strange cat. but also feels kind of clunky, right? And there's also a ton of scrolling to go down to see what's new. So I had an idea. I could speed this up by redesigning this product page or making some iterations on this product page. And if you check out last week's video, you'll actually see me working on some ideas a little bit and running a test on Usability Hub, which is a fantastic way to get quick feedback on designs, especially when you're comparing like A or B, B or C, those kinds of things, or seeing how long it takes somebody to complete a task on a static page. Works really well for that. Hey Ralph, good to see you. Happy Thursday. And I'll share briefly. I wonder if I think I just iterated right over what I'd done the previous week. But anyways, I can bring this up here. So here's the current experience, right? That's what we got going on. And I ended up coming up with 2 variations. So we'll kind of pull these up so you can see kind of side by side. On the left is the current page. We can get rid of those tools for now. On the left is the current page. On the right is my redesign. So you can tell right off the bat, right? Smaller images, definitely more things per page, right? More products are visible in the same amount of space, which for me is great because I can kind of look at this and get a sense like when I look at this page, this stands out as something kind of interesting to me and almost nothing else does. So I have very, I guess, particular taste, or I know my own taste well enough that I can see fairly quickly if I'm interested in something. Something else that the current site doesn't do very well are calling out pre-orders. So they literally just put pre-order in the name of the item, right? They stick all this stuff together. They stick the item name, they stick who made it, and they stick if it's pre-order. So I looked at pulling that information out so it's a little bit easier to scan. You can see the name of the thing. You can see who created it in case you have a favorite, I don't know if you call it studio or brand or studio or creator that you really like. And then the pre-order, I moved that context down towards near the money, right? If you're going to be paying for if you're thinking about paying for it, that's really where I think pre-order makes the most sense. I simplified add to cart. I got rid of the all caps. I switched to just title casing. It allows the buttons to get a little bit smaller. It's also a little bit easier to read. Actually, not really. I think more recent studies have shown all caps we can read just fine as well, but it does reduce the width, definitely. And that's pretty much it. And then I also created another version because in initial tests that I did with this, some people were choosing this one for large images. So I thought, all right, maybe I went too far in one direction. Can I increase the size of the images a little bit more and find something that works well? We'll see. Oh, and last but not least, I came up with a better, what I think is a better out of stock pattern. Right now in the current site, let's see if I can find one. I'll have to go to the website. Let's check out the website. It'll be easy to find. Right here, the third item they show is unavailable. And to my knowledge, if something is unavailable, it never becomes available again. So displaying this in the same style as these other things is really frustrating because you might say, oh my god, this looks so cool. And then you're like, oh, okay. Like, why even give the call to action? So a number of different things that I worked on improving, right? So I think with that, and then after I had those designs, I went over to Usability Hub. I created some tests. You'll be able to see, I guess I can, do I demo the test or I'll just show you? I'll show you some of the results of the test. So basically I created a preference test. I asked participants which designs help you scan products faster. And this is the current experience. This is the one with the smallest images. And this is the one with the medium, the square images. So kind of unsurprisingly, kind of the halfway point in terms of image size was the most popular option. And then people left all kinds of information and ideas about what it was specifically about that design that helped them. So that's great. For me, this is a good signal. And this is the kind of data that I can use to make suggestions about decisions or next steps or proposals, right? And then if I show you real quick the other couple tests. The other tests I did were click tests where I gave people a task. I gave participants a task to find a specific product in this one. And I essentially tested each design. Now Usability Hub has this cool feature where you can create this set of variants. And this ensures that once someone does one of these tests, they can never do the other two. So you're getting really clean data, which is great because having clean data lets you make better decisions, right? If you could imagine if someone took all three of these tests, they may be learning from it, and that would pollute your data, right? So this is really helpful. What I do with these kind of tests is I look at time on task. So I'll click, I'll see, oh, what's the average duration? 32 seconds. Now I wish there was a little bit better way to navigate or see some of this information in Usability Hub, because I do have to keep clicking in. 33 seconds. 33 seconds, so all kind of about the same. So that's good. That tells me that I didn't make it any harder to find things. Even when images got small, that's kind of my takeaway point there. And then the last test that I did was around finding an unavailable product. And you can see current experience, 24 seconds. The smallest image one, 21 seconds. And then the preferred option, 16 seconds. So great. We see a bunch of different things that provide signals to me that I can use as I'm writing up this case study. All right. So shall we get to it? So here's the case study. Well, here's the case study outline that I created and shared. I'm going to put the link. I'm going to put two links in chat, actually. The first link I actually want to grab is a link to Notion. And this is the tool. It's free for your first like 1,000 blocks, which are little just pieces of content. That's a link that you can use. When you use that link specifically, you'll get $10 free credit as well if you want to upgrade to any of the pro features. But you can certainly create a bunch of case studies for free. And then I'll share the link to the case study. It's important to get Notion first because then once you have this case study outline, what you can do is you can, I mean, this is mine, so I don't know if it's showing me anything different than what you see. I'm expecting it's the same thing. I know what I can do. Let me open it up in the incognito window to see what does it look like to someone who is not signed in. Oh yeah, it looks exactly the same. Cool. Let's see what happens when I create duplicate. So I'm going to put myself in the shoes of a contest participant who's like, cool, this is a neat outline. I want to copy it. So I'm going to click duplicate. I'm going to log in. And there we go. I'm logged in. And is this a duplicate? Now I can't tell. It looks like it's not a duplicate. So let me duplicate it here. And there we go. All right. So this is a copy. So already, just to get myself in the mood, I'm going to say, oh, cool. I'm going to get a new cover image. So I'm going to I'm going to upload an image. It's going to take me a while to find it. Let's see. Oh, maybe not. Here it is. Proposed experience copy C. Here we go. This is the one. Let's open this up. I can reposition it. It's not that great, but all right, I'll probably have to come back and do that, but it gets me in the mood. All right, first thing I'm gonna do is, hey Peleg, hey Cody, welcome. Are you both working on entries for the contest? I'm gonna start out here with a headline. So I'm thinking about, again, this was all about saving me time looking through the product page. So saving customers time. Saving customers time and disappointment with product page redesign. There we go. So I specifically, hey Erickson, welcome. I'm focusing on why. Why does this project exist? It exists because I'm trying to save customers time and disappointment. How am I doing that? What's my strategy? I'm redesigning the product page. All right, Peleg. Hope you can join the next one. Yeah, I suppose you could have versions of case studies. I guess this doesn't make a ton of sense. I don't need to keep version here, but I will start thinking about context below. So let me remove this stuff. I don't need this right now. Oh, you know, here's where my descriptive headline is. I see. This was the document, right? I'm creating this outline document for other people to use. So I don't really need this. Or I guess rather, I move this up here. Yeah. That makes sense. That's the title. Cool. And then I'll have a start date. So I don't know, when did I start this? I guess last week. It's the, what is it, 27th? So that would be the 20th? Yeah. 20 to Feb 27, 2020 for Strange Cat Toys. How do they, I'm gonna mouse over this here. Strange Cat space toys. Got it. Whoops, I have a typo, I see. Strange Cat Toys. There we go. Maybe I link to them too. Linking is really powerful. I think it's the underestimated and often forgotten superpower that you can introduce to your case studies. And by the way, I'm doing this in the browser, but just so you know, just so you can see, typically when I work with Notion, I work in, oh man, or does this not exist? Where? Huh. Where does this live? I see it in my workspace, but I don't see it in my workspace here. That's interesting. Let me refresh. There we go. Now I can show it. All right. So typically, when I'm working, I'm using the Notion app. So it looks very similar to what you see, but it's just got its own window and stuff like that. I'll keep working in the browser. I already got it open. It's big. And it lets me switch back and forth between things. Great. And I can say this is for this client because I think to have some real potential impact, right, and actually save people time and disappointment, what I can do is I can package this up and I can tweet this at Strange Cat Toys. I can email it to them. I can share the love with them. Yeah? For saving time, let's see. What's a good... I don't even know if I need one. If anyone in chat has an idea for a great emoji for this project, let me know. Oh, maybe a cat with hearts, because it's... Yeah. Alright, that's going to be it. Alright, so TLDR summary. This is a little call out. Great, here's your opportunity to, within a short number of characters, I've got my character counter ready so I can check. I will write a quick summary about how I contributed to the project's goals and results. Alright. In an effort to save customers time and disappointment when browsing product pages, what did I do here? I identified a number of opportunities and applied design. I applied system thinking and UI design strategy to redesign the product page experience. How many characters am I up to now? And that's a super long sentence. This is a really crummy sentence. It's easy to write a long sentence. 215 characters. All right, I'm almost up. And then I tested two proposed variations against the current design and what? And shared my proposal with the Strange Cat Toys team for consideration. All right, cool. Pretty simple. Way too long, right? If I do my quick count here, 344. I'm over. All right, and it's super long and wordy, but I got the idea out. I think this is part of. I hope this is part of the value of this stream, is to know that it's easy to get started. Just don't judge. Just let stuff go out. Yeah, it's going to be rough. Yes, it's going to be verbose. Yes, you can improve it 2 to 10x with a little more effort. Just get started. I think that's one of the big things that people get stuck on. So I'm going to go ahead and open my favorite little editor here, Hemingway. It's powering up. So Hemingway Editor, there's a web version too. This is a little native app. So look at this. Oh my goodness, this is no good. Readability postgraduate. It uses language that's far beyond the really comfortable reading level. Also, we have 2 sentences that are very hard to read, and that's typically because the sentences are too long. So let's go ahead and start knocking this out. In an effort, right? I don't need that. Replace or omit. Yeah, good idea. Yep, a number of identified opportunities and identified opportunities to improve. No. How about this? I applied system thinking and UI design strategy to redesign the product page experience. Simplifying it, I tested 2 variations against the current design and shared my proposal with the Strange Cat Toys team. With the product team for consideration. With the team, there we go. And shared my data-driven proposal. Nice. Is there any shorter way of saying against the current design? I tested 3 variations, including current design. There we go. And shared my data-driven proposal with the team for consideration. Great. To save customers time and disappointment, browser product pages, I redesigned Strange Cat Toys. All right, let's cut out disappointment. Let's just focus on time. To save customers time, browsing product pages, browsing Strange Cat Toys. I redesigned the product page experience. Boom. There we go. Nice. I'm under my goal. And I'll paste that there. Cool. Now, one of the things you can do, you could do a little call out if you want. Actually, let me see what that looks like. Oops. Come on, come on, come on. Select. There we go. All right, now I can actually get rid of this. And now I just have this. Oh, look at that. Let's do a thing where I add this to dictionary. Yay, now it goes away. I'll just type that out instead of having abbreviation. Great. Next, context. Big reminder, why is the most important question you can answer. As you're going through and writing your case study, stop and ask yourself why. Feel welcome to ask me why in chat anytime about anything that I'm doing or talking about. So, why did this project happen? I'm just going to start writing fairly rough stuff. I love the products available at Strange Cat Toys, but I didn't love the browsing experience. I wanted to see if I could come up with some design proposals for the team that would save me and other customers significant time. Cool. What was the problem? Browsing product page was slow. Can't. Whenever we're talking about problems, I find an easy way to start thinking about it is asking like, what can't people do, right? What can't people do, or what annoys people, right? Can't, or frustrated by, or upset that. Those kind of words really sound like problems. So when you're talking about your problems, make sure they sound like problems. Ask a friend, hey, does this sound like a problem? Can't. My train of thought is split between two things right now. One is can't easily identify what's new. This one actually didn't address very well. Or, yeah, I didn't address very well in terms of a design. I have a small thing I'll talk about. The other thing is can't get enough sleep because it takes, come on, you can do it, type. Takes too much time to browse strange cat toys. And what else? Get disappointed every time I see something cool, only to discover that it's unavailable. Okay. So these are my problems, right? I think there's kind of two things I'm thinking from. And then there's also a set of... All right, let's see. Work on my indentation here. Hey, Kyle. You did not. We're just getting started. Let's see. This link isn't public, so I can't share this right now. Can I? Public access can read. Don't allow duplicate. Sure. Here we go. Let me make this link available so you can scroll around if you want. So I just started, wrote the headline, got a TLDR. I'm into context now, talking about why this project happened. What was the problem? I identified some user-facing problems. And then I'm also going to be thinking about business problems, right? Because we can potentially quantify or extract or elaborate some problems. Business problems, if shopping experience is much worse than competitors, can reasonably expect worse than competitors can reasonably expect to lose some business, right? So Strange Cat Toys has some competitors, My Plastic Heart and Kid Robot and a few others. And I think it's fair to say that people will choose things that are a great experience. So if the shopping experience is that great, assuming that the breadth of products is similar, right? People will probably choose to do the one that's faster and easier. Okay. There's another, let's see, what's this other part? This is assumption. I'm going to call these both out as assumptions. The average cart size is positively correlated with the number of products the customer was exposed to, or the number of products the customer saw before checkout. I think those are two reasonable assumptions. I'm putting them in here because I don't have the data. I don't have the research done for this. That's okay. Like, at least I'm showing some product thinking and I'm doing things that are reasonable, right? And if anyone has questions, I'm not sure about that assumption, we should test that. Great. We can think about how to test that. I'm trying to look at things that are both of these kind of two things. Assumption, happy, satisfied, happy customers spend more than less happy customers. So it's basically like doing things that improve customer experience, doing things that improve the customer experience will be good for the business. Cool. How's the problem quantified? Not really quantified in this case. It's just me, like, identifying some of these issues, right? Why do customers care? Why do business care? Again, I think these actually, I put these bullets here, but now I think that these are largely a matter of these problems. Can't easily identify what's new. I think that's reasonable to expect that an average person would understand, oh, okay, if there's new products and it's hard to find what's new, yeah, that's annoying or frustrating, especially because you can miss out because these things sell out quickly. I'll elaborate a little bit. What are we at? 6:30? Okay, I'm trying to pace myself too. I want to get through all this. So let me know if you feel like I'm lagging in one area. Okay, I'll just quote myself. When I can't identify what's new, I feel like I have to look at every single product, which wastes a lot of my time. Okay. It's like taking too long. If I only have 5 minutes to shop at Strange Cat, I might end up leaving without purchasing because I spent all my time browsing. Okay. That's happened to me before. Nothing's worse than seeing something and getting excited about adding it to your collection only to realize moments later that it's not available. There we go. Why does business care? I think some of these things are business problem, can lose some business. These are not phrased well as problems, right? So I think these, oh, I should show off Notion superpowers too. Like, look how cool this is. You can just move everything around, or you can change things. Let's say, oh, this case study is getting too long, right? This case study is getting too long. And actually, that just messed it up. Okay. My indentation is bad for this. All right, let's see. Can I do this? No. Shoot. All right, I can do it with this. Here we go. I can turn this into a toggle. Oh, there we go. I can turn the business problem into a toggle, right? So if there's things that you think are maybe interesting, you can just change stuff. Or you want to use numbers. Like, let's back it up. And let's say, hey, let's number these. This is so powerful. This is, I think, no code portfolio case studies are just the way to go. I think this is fantastic. This is an amazing platform for this stuff. So I want to see more. I can't wait to see these case studies. So excited. So these aren't really, I don't think these are problems, right? And let me put these back. Why did the business care? Boom. Business problems are 1. Lost revenue. Potential, maybe lost potential revenue, and oh my goodness, dissatisfied. I can spell. Dissatisfied customers. There we go. Customer, at least, right? I can really only speak to myself. I think those are 2 business problems. So actually, the one thing that's not great about Notion is once you have a hierarchy and kind of tabs, it's difficult. Like, I can't easily grab this piece and this piece. It's all been lumped together because of the indentation. So that's kind of frustrating. Let's just get rid of this quantified thing for now. Okay, we got some stuff there. What artifacts or proof of the problem you can provide? I guess I could add like a little video, right? So I'll do a to-do, add screencast of me browsing current product page. Boom. I think that's going to make more of an impact, like watching customers do something and experience something. That's going to be really big. I feel like that thing is... Okay. I need to hydrate real quick. All right, what were the desired outcomes? Desired outcomes. Oh, these are fun. So, desired outcomes were 1, reduce reduce the time it takes for customers to browse the product page. 2, reduce, eliminate confusion around whether a product is available or not. And there's kind of this sub one that's like minimize disappointment around unavailable products. Anything else? This is time it takes. Increasing. This is kind of like trust or perception. Increasing perception of strange cat as a trustworthy business. And this comes from like strong design, trust. Great. So what were the success metrics? What did I measure? So I measured a few things, right? Desired outcomes were, I think a big one, actually, that I'll start with. See how it just auto-updated the numbers? Beautiful. Is really about, the desired outcome is a product page proposal preferred by, I'm getting my alliteration game on here, a product page proposal preferred by picky people. Is there a P word that means more or majority? By plenty of people. Nice. I love it. And these are actually, reduce the time it takes. Customers can, there's definitely ways to word this better, right? Customers can browse product page more quickly, faster. There's also this element that I'm missing, which is customers can easily check out new items first. See new items first. Eliminate confusion around whether a product is available or not. Desired outcome. Customers instantly understand which products aren't available. And then desired outcome, customers trust strange cat even more. Sure. Keep it short. Okay, success metrics, right? So this is a few things. One is user preference. And this would be specifically the percent of potential customers who prefer the proposed design. Okay? And another thing is time on task. Find a specific product. time on task. Find an unavailable product. Typo there. Great. All right, man, I spent a lot of time on this context thing. All right, what were my responsibilities? I did conducted lean usability audit. Lean, maybe I'll just call it UX audit. UX audit of the product page. I designed two proposed mockups. That sounds I want to incorporate something about design system. Cody asks, is there anything similar to Usability Hub that's free? So Usability Hub is free. You can always invite your own participants. And actually, I saw an email from someone at Usability Hub. I need to follow up with them. We might be able to get folks some free credits too to use the platform. So Usability Hub, you can always start out free. You just need to invite your own people to participate. And do I know of anything that's like it? No. Leveraged design system. I invented the design system, or I created the design system. Created minimal design system. For product listings, yeah. I designed lean user research tests to assess proposed designs versus current design. And what did I do? Then I synthesized research results into concise, actionable proposal. Great. Did I work with anybody? Nope. Okay, cool. If we have time, we'll come back and like organize. But even this kind of structure, we can start to see like there are opportunities to collapse things. So you can let your audience determine what they're interested in. So I'm actually going to try this. I'm going to try turning these into toggles. And I don't know what happened there. Let's see, where did it end up going? Okay, cool. What was the problem? Turn this into a toggle. Nice. Why did this project happen? Cool. In this case, this is just one thing. If you just have one bullet, I recommend just turn it into some text. There we go. Okay. I think this I can probably turn into just text. We don't need a bullet to be a heading. We don't need the heading to really be a bullet. And maybe I'll make this bold. No, let me make these bold. Maybe make all this text bold. All right, I'm getting into formatting, which I said I was going to do after. But see how I'm emphasizing things that are more important and kind of de-emphasizing the headings? There we go. Look, that just got into a little neat, nice and neat section. I think we're on a good roll here. Okay, so scope, what were the requirements? I mean, some of the stuff is a little bit awkward because this is a really, really tiny project that I'm doing for this contest, but I want to treat it just like any other project. So the requirements were really to improve the UX of the Strange Cat product page. That's really it. What were the constraints? So constraints were, and let's start turning these things into toggles. I know some people don't like the toggles. You can, whatever you feel like. I'm gonna try going with toggles. I think it'll help me keep things organized. Also makes me feel like once I've closed things up, maybe starting in with all toggles open, and then when you're done, you close them. It's a feeling of satisfaction for me. Improve, what were the constraints? So time was 2 weeks, right? And literally, I had less than that. I literally had, 2 weeks makes it sound like it's full time for 2 weeks. I should really put, I think I spent a total, let's see, 2 hours last week, 2 hours this week, kind of writing some of this stuff. I spent another 2 hours. I'm gonna say like 6 hours. Only had 6 hours total to spend on the project. I think it's even less than that. I'm gonna say 5 hours. Okay, what else? Whoops, I'm lost. Technology resources. Not really. It was pretty much just time, I guess. Yeah. Topics for consideration. This was default sort. And should we even list products that aren't available, that are unavailable? What should the default, which default sort is best for most customers? Okay. Can we require images of a certain size? Type. Can we bring photography in-house? All right, so these are some things that I think I kind of thought about, or I would talk about, I would have for the team. I only had one constraint, so again, if I only have one bullet, I guess I'll keep it as bullets here. This was really the requirement. Yeah. Oh, and then these callouts, right? These are things I made for the outline, but they're not really important to my actual case study, so delete that. Okay, now we're getting into the meat of the design process and the meat of the project. So this is a great opportunity to stop and ask yourself, what do you want people to remember about you as a result of browsing this case study? So I think about this case study, and I think there's two things that I would like people to take away, at least two. Let me start listing. I'm just going to list these things down. Let's see. So one would be my Adam can test designs quickly. Adam uses data intelligently to inform design decisions. I'm going to focus on those two. Can test designs quickly and effectively. Great. And Adam uses data intelligently to inform design decisions. Why do I put those here? I think it's valuable as you're doing this to put those things here, because then you can come back and you can ask yourself, am I really focusing on those areas? Right? And you can see, okay, cool. I am focusing on these things. There's a bunch of other stuff. There's like visual design, right? I think visual design, I don't need to focus on it. If I include some artifacts that demonstrate the visual design, I can cover those kind of bases as well without speaking to it in too much depth. All right, so first critical design challenge was just identifying issues, right? So challenge number one, find some opportunities to improve the product page UX, product page experience. How did I tackle it? Well, I visited the Strange Cat Toys product page that I visit regularly, and okay, and I made a list of issues and opportunities. What artifacts or proof can you provide? How about the list? So toggle list of, I'll just say opportunities for improvement. You can always, it's like issues or problems and opportunities are like two sides of the same coin. I'm going to focus on, really try to keep this positive and focus on opportunities for improvement. I spent, I don't know how long, 5 minutes? 5 to 10 minutes critiquing in order to generate a list of opportunities for improvement. Cool. So I'm telling what I did and why I did it. Right? Remember we talked about why as being a really important question. So I said I spent this much time doing this. And this is probably a great thing to link to. So let's see. I'm on the page. Great. I can link to it. And I'm saying why. Why did I do this? Because I needed a list of opportunities. Challenge number 1. Actually, the challenge was I don't know what opportunities there are to improve the product page. So often it's a lack of knowledge, right? Is kind of the challenge that we overcome in these design things. So let me just put a list of opportunities. Optimize default sort setting. Newest to oldest. What were the other things? List of opportunities. Separate metadata from product listings. Increase contrast between available and unavailable products. Fit more products per row. Increase number of products per row. Increase number of products per row. Cool. So there's a few opportunities. Great. I could also, if I had recorded my session, that would be a really great thing to add here. So let's see. List of opportunities. And this is next level case study. This, I swear, if you do this kind of stuff, you're going to blow recruiters and hiring managers' minds. Look at this. You can do like, I wonder if I have a little video file. I do. Screen recording. Product page design critique. Okay, so you can do something like this, and let's see, video. Let's embed, let's upload. Let me choose a video. Why did it show and not show? There we go. Oh, I spelt it wrong. Humpback. Okay. So, all right, time to upgrade. Boom. See how easy it is to upgrade. Notion yearly. Oh yeah. I'll use my credit. I'll pay with card. All right, let me move this down to my other screen while I purchase this. Bear with me. Let's see, maybe you can look at the contest. Here's how to enter. Take a look at that. Payment info. Yes, yes, yes. Boom. Updating my subscription. Let's do it. Fantastic. All right. Now I can get that video back. This is not the video I'm going to use, but I can replace it. We're just gonna, first I'm gonna change the name of that video. I have a typo. And I never realized it until just now. Where is it? Where is it? Okay. Hump back. Whew. I got it. All right. Great. It's changed. That's a video. This is a video I took in Maui years ago. But look at this. Now someone can like, and you can add this as a toggle too, if you want. You can move this. You can move this video inside. Oh, we can watch that real quick. It's 9 seconds. Isn't that awesome? It's the best humpback whale breach I've ever seen. Love it. Right? Look at that. So you can put video right there. It's just a short little thing, but cool. Give some sense of your process. Like, provides that evidence. This is like 10x. This is next level stuff. Way above reading some text. People don't want to read text. If you can put more of this stuff into video, you could actually have a big video right here. Hey, you don't want to read this? Let me tell you about this. Give me 5 minutes. I'm going to tell you about my project. Boom. Video. I've been encouraging it for what seems like years now. Hasn't stuck. Someone's going to do it. All right. Cool. What did I learn from this process of doing this review? Nothing stands. I'm trying to think what stands out at what went well, what didn't go so well. This was pretty straightforward for me. I can't think. Nothing's jumping to my mind right now. So I'm just going to. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to cross it out. So this lets me. I can still read it, but then when I go back and clean up, I can think, did I learn anything from that stuff? Maybe not. All right. So now I had the opportunities. What was my next challenge? Challenge number 2. Ideate. Ideate. What ideas am I going to test? Boom. I don't know what ideas to test. Could be question. I'll keep it different phrase. How did I tackle it? Okay, so I initially started out designing in the browser with DevTools, Chrome DevTools. I switched to designing in Sketch to leverage working with symbols and lightweight design system. Okay. Then what did I do? Okay, so I started designing in browser. Yep. What was I doing in the browser? I focused on looking at the current grid system and if it could easily support more items in a row. Yeah, great. So I did that. What else did I do with the browser stuff? I think that's mostly what I did. Cool. I started designing a sketch. I pulled out metadata from the title. I reduced the size of the image I increased consistency across product listings, product posts, across products by applying a design system pattern or applying design system patterns. Great. And let's see, I optimized button text. What does optimize mean? What did I specifically do to the button text? I reduced the size of CTA buttons by modifying the text, modifying text formatting, text format, short. And what else did I do? I introduced a new pattern for unavailable products. I introduced a new pattern that to increase contrast between of, there we go, unavailable products. Cool. Look, this is like super lightweight, super simple, but it does kind of tell some key things that I did. Yeah. These could potentially be toggles if you want, right? What artifacts or proof can I provide? So what artifacts or proof can I provide? Ho, ho, ho. You are going to get some artifacts. So let's see what happens if I copy. I'm curious, can I copy from clipboard? Oh my goodness. Boom, look at that. Wonderful. I wonder if I should add, no, I don't even want to add a background color. Look at that. And this image, I'll show you some cool stuff you can do. You can add a caption. Remember, I highly, highly recommend caption. Oh, can I do it from the video? Oh yeah, you can. My product page design critique made a big splash. Okay. Caption. Example of new design system pattern for product listing in product page. Boom. Oh, I show other cool stuff I can do. Let me make sure this one. Okay, cool. Let me add another one. Let's add the, I can actually go to my, whoops. Actually, I need to go back. Just hiding all this stuff. Symbols. So maybe this is what I can show. I'll copy this one for now. I think this simplifies a little bit. Come on. Clicking things is not always that easy. Okay, so here's the out of stock thing. Now look at this. Ah, I didn't do it. Come on. I'm trying to put things. I'm trying to put this in line. Let's see, what do I have to do here? There we go. Nope. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, let's see if I can do it. Kind of, yeah. Not exactly, huh? Here we go. Maybe this. This could kind of work, yeah? And then add a caption. New pattern for unavailable items, increased contrast, and hid product image to reduce disappointment. Nice. There we go. So there's just a couple artifacts. Oh, things are way out of place, aren't they? This is way. Let's see. Oh man. Now you can see where kind of like Notion organization is breaking down a little bit. All right, let's see. Let's see if I can wrangle these. Maybe I'm trying to get too fancy. I really want these to be two things side by side under it. That's what I'm trying to do. But see how it doesn't... Let's see. See if I can figure this out. Okay, so this is a chunk. Clearly that's a chunk. Okay, that's good. Let me bring this chunk out here. Okay. Does it make any difference if I turn it into a list? Oh, what if I get rid of this? What if I do that? Okay, at least I can do this kind of thing. Oh, that's interesting. Alright, I'm not sure how I feel about that. I would just wish there was a... No! Where did things go? I feel like everything's breaking. Alright. Okay. Alright. Yes. Just do that. Alright. Keeping it simple. Let's move this back. Okay. Great. So here are some new patterns. Reduce size of image, pull metadata out, consistency. Oh. I reduced the size of product listings to fit more products in each row. Okay, so I can also speak to that a little bit, right? I've got my example here. What am I at? Let's get to 100%. And let's just take a screenshot. Let's go here. Sure, let's show. Oh, you know what I should show? I should really, let's go to 50%. And then just kind of show a comparison of these two. maybe I can just show, I don't want to be too big. Okay, maybe like that. I'm thinking there's got to be a better way to organize. I'm finding something that's really annoying with the images is it's hard to add additional things. Like, is this inside the toggle? Yeah, it is. Okay. All right. Let's try adding this image. So I guess that's the thing. This would be better side by side. I think that's the thing. Okay, so here's what I learned. Be smart about your images. These kind of landscape images work far better than skinny tall images. So what I'll do is I'll replace this image. I'll go to the symbols. Actually, maybe I'll just look at one of the out of stock things. Here we go. So I'll just copy this row. There we go. This would be smarter. So instead of this, well, let me keep the text for a minute. Okay, so there we have that. Here's where I can have the caption. Example of my new pattern for products with metadata pulled out from title with one. And this is a place where if you use numbers in your figure captions like this, what you can do is you could actually put little numbers by these things in your image. That'd be kind of cool. 2 smaller images to allow more. Oh, I guess I'm talking about the more rows down below. I guess another big thing is the increased contrast for unavailable products and various visual optimizations. Boom. Okay, cool. That works a lot better. Now I can get rid of these. I'm going to put a space in between each of these. And I'm going to add a caption here. Increased product page density by what? I more than doubled it. 3, 6, 9, 4, 8, 12. Basically doubled. Pretty much doubled the number of products displayed on the screen as a result of design pattern changes. There we go. Okay. Cool. What did I learn? So I learned a couple things. I learned a few things. One of the things I learned through this process was I like the what did I learn? I learned that when time box your dev tools designing so you can focus on answering the most important questions. Then switch over to design tools for productivity boost. Okay. There's something else about the tags. Trying to think of what it was. Oh, I know. Sketch. Pro tip. Any tip can be a pro tip, by the way. I think you just add pro to any of your tips. And that was when designing symbols that grow vertically. And let me double check my symbols to see if I did this. Yeah, I did. I put 2 lines. Okay. It can be an advantage to use longer text examples, to use multi-line text elements when setting, I guess I say that. Cool. All right. Cody, what can you can explain the last part about time boxes? Yes. So for me, it can be very easy to just like open up DevTools and start spending a lot of time on like, oh, let's see, what if the image widths were like this much? And let's see, there's the button image, and we got a quick view thing. Okay, here's the content. Oh, let's see, let's put this as left aligned. And some of these things like get you places pretty fast, right? But then if I'm going into, okay, I want to get pre-order out, so now I'm clicking into here and I'm removing things, and now I'm creating another element, those kind of things, wherever I'm getting slow, right? There's some things I can do relatively quickly, right? So I can say, oh, make this 3 columns, right? Can I do that with a bunch of these? I can do this pretty quick just to see like, oh, cool, they're using this kind of column system, and it looks like I can get a bunch of stuff up. Cool. What am I working with? What's my container size? Okay, cool. I have some container size. Answer some questions. And then once I have those questions answered, to actually go and finesse it, it was a lot easier for me to then move over to Sketch and start doing some of these things with symbols where I can play around with things and really focus on this as a component without all the other stuff going on, and without the risk of, accidentally like reloading the page and being like, no, I didn't save any of my stuff. I forgot everything. That kind of stuff. All right. Good question. Hope that helped. All right, what did I learn? Okay. Next challenge. How am I doing on time? I'm doing okay on time. Was this enough steps in terms of the challenges? Did this make sense enough that you think you could apply this pattern and like keep continuing on? I think my next toggle challenge number 3. So those are the ideas going to test. how do I quickly and effectively test designs? So something that's not shown here that I would call it that would be good to show is probably iterations. So a good thing might be like V0, right? And then V1. And I can kind of show that. Let me just add that in here. Let me add it in here real quick. Because I basically did that with these two designs. So let's see, do I have those mapped up? Do I have a symbol organizer? I don't yet. Let me get that real quick. Nope, that's not what I want. Symbol organizer, there we go. Get it. Get it, got it. Good. Configure it. Group definition specifies the blank position in each symbol name which should define the group. Oh, that's interesting. Sure, let's try second. Group space, horizontal. Yeah. Display group titles. Cool. Boom. I have copy. Okay, so this wasn't great. I need to rename this. Product listing. Let's do V2. Actually, I can do all these here at the same time. Let's do this too. And this one. Rename. Layers. Find and replace. Find and replace. That's what I want. It's going to come up here. And product listing. I'm going to replace that with product listing V2. I hope that's what I did with this one. I did? Great. And then let's remove copy. Find and replace. I just keep opening down here. It's kind of silly. Do that, I'll do that. Rename. Great. Now if I run it, oh, that's funny. How do I get all of these? Okay, I need to rename all these V1. Okay. Oh no. Why is this copy thing here? Oh no. I'm getting a little bit messed up. Alright, so this will be V1. This is V2. Man, there's a lot of work going into this. I gotta get back to writing. Yeah? I'm just trying to get something that lines up. These things line up. So, okay, great. Now I can put all these as V1. I think that should work. So I do listing and I do listing V1. Rename. And now run it again. There we go. Now these things line up. Fantastic. This is what I'm going for. Oh, you know what? But they're not up and down. So let me configure this to do vertical. And yeah, 200. Now let's do 100 and organize. There we go. Now I can zoom in a little bit. Maybe come on. Can't I type it in? If I had a mouse scroll wheel, I'd be good. Okay, 90%. Sure, that looks good. Let's grab this. I can show my V1 and V2. Boom. Okay. For some iterative stuff. Caption. V2 features larger and square images. Boom. And I guess this will be V1 versus V2. Got it? So you have ways that you can show the iterative approach as well. All right, so I'm not gonna dive into the challenge tree and do the steps. I think you get the point of going through. Look at how I'm using bullets really quickly to call out stuff. And let's go down to the results and impact section. So, what were the why don't I have something here that says what were the results? Well, I guess what was the change in success metrics? So there's gonna be this one doesn't really make sense. I need to get my template out and add what were the results. Where's the template? All right, let's go down to that section. Just add these as little like follow-up questions. Great. All right, so the results of the testing were, I would say, I don't know if it's significant, but what language did you use to describe this? Let's go to the let's see. I think there's a way to get a link to this report. Share test results. There we go. Okay, so let's go back here. Preference test. Okay. Results. Usability Hub results. Put that link in there. Boom. And then I'll talk about the results. I'll just say almost twice. How many people? 50 people. The largest segment of participants preferred option C. There's kind of, I guess this is what I call V2. But it's going to be confusing since I don't talk about these different options. That's something that I need to cover in this challenge article to let people know, oh, V1, V2 is kind of like turned into option B and C. So there's a couple things. There's also the point that only 25% of participants, and this was actually, it wasn't explicitly a preference test of which do you prefer. It was test which design helps you, what was the exact question I asked? Helps you scan products faster. Which design helps you scan products faster? Only 25% of participants. Oh, number of participants. Test 1. And this was, how many people? 50, 26, 26, 102 people? Yeah, it's right here. Great. 102 participants from how many different countries? Holy moly. 1, 2, 3 from 31 countries. From US and 30 other countries. Okay, only 25% of participants voted for the current design. Maybe I just break it down like this. 25% did that. 25% voted for, and I don't need participants, we can shorten it, voted for option B, which was V1 design. And 49% voted. Is that how it worked out? How come it's not 50%? Did I remove something from this one? How did that happen? 26, 26. I guess, yeah, 50 is not half of 102, right? 51 would be. So, yep. Okay. Makes sense. Voted for option C, V2 design. Just make sure my phone is on vibrate. All right. Cool. If you want to see the results, full results, Usability Hub. To call these full test results. I don't know what to call it. So that's test 1. Test 2. How can I want to summarize this too. Most participants voted for one of my design proposals. My proposed designs? My proposed designs. And I guess we can do 49 plus 25, 74. 74%. And if you want to do fun stuff like you can highlight it, maybe highlight it in green. Look at that. Maybe make this bold, right? Test 2 was find a specific product. Find specific product. Okay, so this one had 26, 26, 25. what is that? 26 times 2 plus 25. I'm too tired to do math in my head. 77. Yay. 77. 77 participants. I'm guessing it's a similar mix. I don't think there's a way to get aggregated stuff, which is a bummer. I have to look at each one. 32 seconds. Current design. 32 seconds. Option B. V1 design. And option C. V2 design. Let's find out those. 32. Is there a way to just jump to the other one? Here, view all variations. 33. And 33. My summary will be green background. I'm gonna say no significant improvement or I'll just say, I want to say something that's green, that's positive. All designs participants were able to find a specific product in about the same amount of time. There we go. So I could do the same thing for test 3. I'm getting close to the top of the hour though, so I want to move forward a little bit because I think I've demonstrated that enough. What was the impact on the business? No impact yet because designs haven't been implemented in production. Okay, what artifacts are design proof? So these are the things to, like, I can have all the usability, test hub, links. I could have it to the tests, so I can show what the tests are. And usability hub links to results. And I'd probably put those in toggles. So that's where I could put links like this, and then I would probably use a more descriptive title. Whoops, this one's results. Test 1 results. Which design helps you scan products faster? And these are things where you could do, right, in the process part. I would talk a little bit more about why did I do a preference test? Why did I do a click test to try to measure these things? So I could explain that a little bit better and answer the why. Share, copy. There we go. So there's an example of artifacts. Okay. next, I think these things, next steps and lessons learned, potentially optional, right? Lessons learned, if you were doing that as part of the process, right? What did you learn? What went well? Maybe you don't feel the need to summarize them here. If you want, though, this is a great opportunity to organize them into a nice little package of, hey, here's some things that I think went well and I want to remind myself and also share with other designers some things that worked for me. Oops, I'm talking about lessons learned and I'm looking at next steps. That was confusing me. Also, what didn't go so well. So I'm going to try to think of one thing that didn't go well. That would be when I ran an initial pilot test, I used a screenshot from Hacked. I used a hacked screenshot. Wasn't comparing apples to apples. Next time, I'll make sure both initial pilot preference test, both images are polished. Cool. All right, I'll just remind myself of that. Lessons learned. Next steps. This is the time to talk about, if you had any other great ideas. So what were some of my other ideas are allow customers to filter out products by brand, designer, or keyword, or category. Another one, simple one, was don't display blind box items as sale items. Misleading. What else? Oh, yeah. Introduce pattern for visited links. And yep, visited links. Allow customers to flag things they don't like and hide them from the list of products. Okay, those are just a few ideas that I had also as a result of doing this project that I didn't have bandwidth to do. So this is a great opportunity to show that, oh wow, you're like really thinking of a lot of things. You can come up with good ideas. You can help improve products very easily, right? You're a great person to have on the team because look at all of these impactful ideas and like good ideas you have to improve. How do I prioritize the product? Prioritize these ideas. I would say here's something cool. So you could do like a little table. Future product improvements, and you could do the thing, and then you could do, let's do maybe a single select, and we call this priority or estimated impact. And then let's delete this one. And how about we'll duplicate this and do an estimated effort, right? So, and we'll have things that are low medium, and high, and high, and medium, and low. And actually what I should have done, I should delete this one right now. You'll see why in just a second. So what I'll do is high will be estimated impact. High is good. That's green. Oh, I should have made them separate. Let me undo it. Actually, because we're gonna have different color schemes. You'll see why in just a moment. Okay, so high is good for impact. Medium is gonna get orange. Low is gonna get yellow. And then for effort, high impact is undesirable. So I'm gonna use yellow. Medium still gets orange, and low for effort gets green. Cool, now we have that system set up. Now what I can do is I can copy these. I'll just call it product filtering. Product filters, estimated impact. I'm gonna say, if you could filter, it could have high impact in saving people time. Effort, I think, is also high. Fix, blind box pricing. I think this will have a fairly low impact, but I also think it's low effort. And then visited link pattern. I think this will have high impact, and I think it's low effort. Like, dislike, flagging. I think that impact, like learning, the system learning, getting smarter, maybe a medium impact. Initially, it could get higher. I think it's probably high effort. And then what you can do is you can drag these things around. So I think I would start with this first, high impact, low effort. Then I would start with I think I might just do this as a quick win because it has some trust stuff as well. And some of these things maybe can run in parallel, but maybe just knock these two low things out first and then start on the high impact high. Does that make sense? You can delete these. You could invite people to add their own. I would start with high impact, low effort ideas. I prioritized the blind box pricing fix second because it feels like a bug, dark pattern, and is low effort, very low effort. Right, it's just removing code. Cool, so that's kind of a simple thing of like how you could put next steps. And I don't need this anymore. All right, lessons learned, right? We talked a little bit about that already. Pretty much out of time. Let's end with a call to action. What's one thing I want the audience to do now? It's say, right, for me, it's gonna be if you liked what you read, please follow me on Twitter and subscribe to my YouTube channel, where you'll find to let me know I should keep doing this kind of thing. Okay, and then you just link. I think that's the link. Yeah, it is. Great. And subscribe to my YouTube channel. Ooh, this one actually I can get a link. Let's see. Do I have it here? Nope. Oh, I need to fix that. Where do I have it? I thought I had it somewhere. Do I have it at the bottom? Nope. Why do I follow on Dribble? I need to update that too. Do I have it here? Nope. Oh, actually, I think I do have it here. There's a link where you can automatically apply the subscribe action. So that's what I'm looking for. That, boom. Cool. So I can get rid of this one. This doesn't need to be a bullet, right? I'll probably turn this into a call out. Boom. Did I do it? I mean, there's a few lingering things. Definitely a little bit of organizational work and collapsing down these toggles. But for the most part, right, in these 2 hours, I pretty much went through and did a structured case study, right? I think we did it. Man, I didn't know if I was gonna get through it, honestly. So thank you. Thanks everyone for tuning in and enjoying the ride with me. I'm gonna make sure this is saved. I'm gonna update this on the contest website in the example entry. I'll get that here and finish updating this page. And then last but not least, like, get those entries in. They're due. When is it due? Saturday at midnight, right? Saturday, 11:59 p.m. So a couple more days, including a whole weekend day. Looking forward to it. I want to see some awesome entries. All right, everyone, have a fantastic rest of the evening. Have fun working on your entries, and I will see you again next week. Bye. Happy designing.